Hold. Gotta fix. Uh, the one negative about this game. I can't capture it in full screen, so I have to like turn it into Windows and then turn it into full screen. Fun. Anyways, we're back. Last time we secured some shelter for both the journalists. So if they do follow the rules, they should live. It's not a guarantee, you know. They might hear like sounds on it and they'll be like, what the fuck, and open the door and just die. But at least they actually have a chance now, which is pretty good. But yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close to the first night. The Well, actually, the werewolves don't kill. It's just pure corruption that kills, right? Because the game hasn't officially started yet. Just technically, like in most mafia games, the villagers can vote to kill someone, but usually don't because it's just a random, literally a random chance. So we have the knowledge, though I really don't think we have like any way to really convince people that we're telling the truth. Or like if anything, I feel like if we just reveal that information, they just might think we're sus. So I'm very excited to see how we play it. I'm sure we'll actually have a hand with some choices, but on like how the situation plays. But yeah, we're finally getting close to the game, to the the actual like feast game, and we still haven't met the students. We still haven't really formed. Well, we kind of formed a dialogue with Takumi. I don't know if he trusts us, but at least he doesn't hate us. We didn't really form a dialogue with Kanza though, which is something I want to do. But yeah, let's just get right into this. Also, I borrowed the place from Umatsu's hand. I didn't have the right to let anyone use it. Yeah, we offered for the big dude if he wanted to sleep in our place. But that was blocked by a choice, which makes me scared because it makes me feel like big dude might just die from this. Oh, what? It's double? It's locked behind two choices? That's kind of crazy. Why is it so... It's literally like choice after choice. I think. Wasn't there another choice? Maybe not. 16. We do not have that key, so... You don't have the knowledge. Why not? You got this.
余計なことをすみません。
いや、こちらこそありがとう。いろいろ動いてくれたんでしょ
We did.
え
He knows.
野里さんだっけ気を回しそうな
He's really sharp, this guy. Hashimoto. Put some respect on his name. I honestly keep forgetting his name. I feel like he'd be a very good ally if he lives, but it feels like he's gonna die. Maybe it's like he like would be a good ally. That's why they locked him behind so many choices because it would make the game easier. He even has that pressure to make like Tai and the other like leaders kind of back down a bit.
いやいや、そんなことないですよ。
この子は結構無理しがちだからね。僕が至らない分、助かるよ。
もう、たかが一回り上なくらいで父親みたいになんないでくださいよ。
Dozen years older. It's pretty older, but I guess yeah. Technically not dad range. Be kind of insane if you're a father at age 12. I'm sure there non-ironically might be some weird cases of that in the world, which my sympathies, I guess. Bro's not even out of elementary school and is already a father. There's something about him that bothered me. He's smart. Anyway, with that done, I figured I'd spend my remaining time trying to rub elbows with the rest of Yasumizu. Very important. Oh yeah, and we haven't met Man Who Cried Wolf yet, too. Though I already had a job here, I had to make up for not helping out at the dining hall before noon. But...
とりあえず、お仕事の前に腹ごしらえをしてもらいましょう。
It's gonna be awkward refusing food now that you like work, now that you're supposed to live here. Kari-san gave me a bowl. For some reason her smile seemed a bit warped. It probably wasn't on purpose though, it was just the effect of the smell, no the miasma coming from the food she gave me. It was just that powerful. Oh, this, never mind. This is just the, I mean, this is the nasty, or not, I shouldn't say nasty. It might be quite good, but the very pungent stew she made for the journalists. They described this last episode, I think.
何か起こってます
えいいえ。どうして
He might be a little paranoid, because, you know, she did try to poison everybody in a timeline. I didn't feel any anger in her voice or expression. But being new here, I try to understand the mentality of someone trying to present something like this as food. That's actually BM, bro. I'm pretty sure this is just a regional, like a Yasumizu special, bro. Don't say that out loud. As I twitched in fear that this was punishment for slacking off, Kairi-san only gave me a full smile.
あ、この匂いね。
Yeah,
獅子鍋
it's just
というの。
pungent.
獅子を保存するための昔からの知恵。
Not gonna lie, I also agree. You shouldn't judge a food by its smell, unless it's like looking rotten, but like very pungent foods I'm not great at eating. Except for like blue cheese, aka stinky cheese. I know people hate on blue cheese, but it's actually kind of goated. I love putting that on like a burger. But like stuff like stinky tofu, hate that.
な
I would try it though, especially if you're being offered it by this good-looking lady. Like, why not? So this was the infamous dish made of fermented game meat. Yeah. Not the biggest fermented meat man myself. The nare part of the name had to refer to lawn fermentation, just like narazushi for fermented sushi. Haven't had fermented sushi before. That sounds a little gnarly. I had no clue how they gave it such a strong smell, though. Did they reuse the same marinade for decades? Like with the salt they used for sun-dried mackerel?
大昔はそのまま食べてたみたいだけど、さすがに危なかったのかしら。今はこうして煮込んだり、鍋や汁の身にしているの。
Well, that's a good thing at least.
本来
Evolution, baby.
安水のお祝い料理なんですよ。記者さんたちにお出しした分のお裾分け、それと私から歓迎の印。
Okay, I had to steal myself. I actually had a soft spot for strange delicacies. Do you? I tried sun-dried mackerel and any other weird foods I could get my hands on. Haven't tried sun-dried mackerel. I mean, I did try some weird stuff in Japan. I had raw horse. It sounds nasty, but it really just kind of tastes like raw meat. Like, it doesn't really have a strong flavor. That's probably like the weirdest thing. I think like one of my past trips to Japan, not the one that I went this year, I had like salted fish guts, which were just like raw fish guts you're supposed to eat with beer. That was a little that was a little weird, but yeah. Honestly, I recommend it. Try raw horse. Raw horse. I had it twice. I had it just normal and one that was kind of like a tartare, beef tartare style. Is that what I'm thinking of? Whatever, the, you know, the raw beef they chop up. It was kind of like that style with like a raw egg on top. Extra rawness. It was pretty good though. It's not bad. Fun fact, Japan and France are the only two countries in the world that serve raw horse, or just serve horse for eating. No way I could refuse this.
だって私小さい頃からずっと安水のものを食べてきた。
True, don't eat the food, man. I don't trust it. Would eating this turn me into a zombie or something? No, I would prove that idea wrong. If I had a choice, I would actually not eat it. I didn't believe it at first, but that ending kind of made me believe like something is chaining these people to Yasumizu. It might non-ironically be the food, but I don't really understand how that would be the case.
いただきます
I picked up the bowl and the chopsticks. Brown rice covered in a ton of crumbled bits of meat. The soup stock seemed as light as what they used in Kami Fujiyoshi, but I didn't know what to think of the meat's color. What was up with this greasy, shiny green surface? It sounds disgusting. The reek attacked my nose once again. Damn it, I couldn't back out now. Gathering my resolve, I quickly put some stock, rice, and meat into my mouth. Could be yummy in my tummy. What? Was it good? I really couldn't tell. I had absolutely no idea what I was eating here. The texture, the sensation on the tongue, everything was new to me. The taste was extremely acidic, salty, and rich in animal protein. Acidic, salty, and rich. But that weird smell smothered most of it, forcing me to continuously convince myself that I was eating something good. Felt like my body would reject it all if I didn't. Smell goes a long way, man. People, I don't know if people understand, like, a smell actually affects the taste of things. It links up with the brain like your taste buds do, so that's why, like, super, super pungent foods, like, it could be just hard to eat. Low key, I mean, I was trying to say low key put, like, some nose plugs, but it's, weirdly enough, the smell is part of the flavor, so it's like the intended flavor. I don't know, it's just weird. But you should always try something once, as long as it's safe. That's my motto. Holding the aversion at bay, I somehow swallowed it. The aftertaste was better than I expected, but as the reek faded, it made way for a strong, beastly smell. Yeah, in a way, this taste was an exciting form of entertainment by itself. Bro, look at his face. Look at his... I don't even know how to describe that face. You sure? Oh, now you're a zombie, bro. Good job. I wasn't lying, it really did seem like a taste I got used to. It was hard to honestly call it good, but at least it did feel nutritious. As reciting a prayer, I repeatedly tried to convince myself of that as I emptied the bowl I was given. Oof. Bro oofed IRL. Rare oof. So, I had finally eaten something from Yasumizu. Did that mean I was a true local now? Or a Yomi Bito? Whatever, as long as I could go back to square one, I would explore all the options I had available. Rhythmic cutting sounds were reaching my ears. As Kari-san began preparing food in the kitchen, I did the work assigned to me. I had to repair the numerous cracked and broken dishes they had here. How do you do that? Apparently they couldn't afford anything new, so they opted to take what was thrown out on Kami Fujiyoshi and repair it into something usable. Was there no end to how pitiful things were here? Yeah, that does sound a little sad. The broken plates and cups were all wrapped in old newspaper, and all I had to do was unwrap them and put them back together. It's actually kind of fun, sort of like a jigsaw puzzle, but man, there are a lot of them. How do you just put a plate back together? Are we super gluing it, or what? Wouldn't it, like, the glue wash off when you wash it? I'd have to do this for entire boxes full of broken tableware. I did wonder whether they actually needed so much, but apparently they just barely had enough, so they wanted to have some spares. I used some all-purpose glue from a 100-yen shop. They bought it from a nearby town, so it's not even super glue. It's just normal-ass glue. That shit's definitely not not gonna stick after a wash. Maybe like a really light wash. Kari-san laughed about it, saying we'd have far more value out of this than a 100-yen ball, and I just about cried. True, I guess they're thrifty, man. When times are tough, you get creative. It was a strange mix of modern frugality and the poverty of ancient times, and it exemplified just how weird Yasumizu really was. As I worked, I realized that many of the plates and cups had a familiar symbol on them. I asked Kari-san over the counter. The Hoduchis. The Hoduchi, yeah, exactly. I was about to mention the name, but then I realized that Kari-san probably didn't have good memories of them. True. I'd heard that examining these crests helped understand the lineages and the like, but I had no knowledge necessary for this. Okay, we can examine it. 2 moons. and leaves. Also, the moons can kind of look like eyes, and it looks like derpy, cross-eyed. Higuchis were the monkeys, though. So the fact that there's like mirroring things, monkeys, two leaves and moon thing. I don't know.
他の長者にも家紋があるのですか？
Show all the crests so I can rank on how cool each one looks.
ええ、私はのさとのが好きよ。可愛くて。
Cute enjoyer. I respect it. That's what I say. You know what? I'll buy this craft beer because it has a funny logo or because the logo's cute. That's non-ironically how I just, if I ever want to get frisky, I'm like, you know what? I'll try something new. Just go to the craft beer section and just choose something that looks wacky. Yeah, it's not necessarily always good, but at least, I don't know. I don't know. That's how I choose stuff, even like weird snacks and stuff. Yes, I do judge a book by its cover. Come at me, bro. From what I recall, the Nosato family was the crow. Did it have a bird on it or something? Umetsu was the spider, Nosato was the crow, Higuchi was the monkey, and Midorama was the snake. They worshipped a mountain, and these guardians. It was significant not only for Fujiyoshi's culture, but the feast of the Yomi Purge as well. If memory served, Shimiya told me last time that whether you had a guardian or not was relayed by a mark of blood on your skin. It's weird. It's weird that, like, I still don't know. I thought, like, when they first explained it, that the families, like, the top families, like, would get their corresponding, like, role compared to, like, their guardian stuff. So, like, either Nosato or Mochi would get crow, Umetsu would always get spider. Takumi just got snake because there's no Higuchi, and I guess the same for the monkeys. But one, I guess that would be like not really fair for the villagers, because then the wolves would just know who. I mean, they would know Umetsu is the spider, which is like the most important role, right? The crow, I guess there still would be a question whether it's Nosato or Mochi. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it made more sense, like, for fairness of the game, if they were just randomly given out. Waking up to find blood on your body was something straight out of a horror movie. And again, you know, the rows might be shuffled up since the pool of people playing is bigger. It might affect the random number generator. Yeah. Didn't the wolves and Haruchan said it was done through dreams? If that was true, I'd be at a loss. It'd be an actual supernatural phenomena. Brother. Yes, of course. You still don't think this is supernatural? How? Still, were wolves and humans informed differently? This was something I'd have to look into starting tomorrow.
他の家紋ってどこかにあります？
野里屋敷なら野里
That
の
makes
はある
sense.
と思うけど、他のは
Ooh, the big circle thing? I kind of forgot what it looks like.
家紋をかたどってるわ。
That. How is that compared to the leaves and the moons? I mean, it looks more like a symbol. Based in hexagon code. I like that a little better than the Higuchi one. That thing, huh? I thought it was kind of weird looking.
今度探してみます。知らずに粗末に扱うと大変なことになりそうだ。
Smart.
それはそうかもしれないわね。何か見つけたら教えましょう
Glad
ね。
we're enhancing our friendship with Kaori. Again, we want to be as friendly as possible to literally everyone.
ええ、どうも。
We gotta gain their trust, starting now. I continued working as we talked. There's a small ancient TV here. Apparently you could get public broadcasting here, but not much else. That was probably enough for everyone to gather here and have dinner while watching something. I was told that all the dorm rooms had TVs too. Did they? I don't know if they described that. That had to be another way they pampered the children who'd eventually leave this place. It strongly demonstrated how much of an exception the dorm was for Yasumizu.
うちの長男が今寮にいて、昨日のドラマがどうだったとか教えてくれるんですよ。ここじゃ夜しかつけないから。
Normally, giving TVs to the younger generation would be a sign of luxury, but it was the other way around here. The children went to school in Kami Fujiyoshi, but they never went anywhere beyond that and just went straight home, and Kami Fujiyoshi was secluded to begin with. That was why they'd prioritized giving TVs to the children to let them know what was happening outside the village and to help them learn modern Japanese culture. Apparently, they also covered their electricity and gas bills. They had to be frugal, but they didn't mind supporting the children's access to TV. Shemi was the first Yasumizu child to make it to college, and Yasunada-kun was expected to follow her footsteps. Basically, they thought if they supported the young ones and helped them become prominent figures in society, the money they'd send back would make life easier for those who stayed here. I mean, that's a fair trade deal, honestly, and it made sense. Like again, they can't really make too much money here. Even if they just send them a little bit, it'll probably help a lot.
長男、安永にはこんな場所に縛られず自由に活躍してほしいって私としては思ってるんだけどね。
The thing is, we know Yasunada has mommy issues, so we should probably try to resolve that.
ご覧の通り、次男は不出来なので目の届くところに置かなきゃと。でも長男は手前味噌だけど優秀で。
Because he thinks his mom just loves his brother more than him, which I don't even necessarily think it's true just from what we've seen. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if we can convince him, maybe it'll. I mean, he was kind of in control because I was about to say Takeru, the same love. Haruki did say that like Yasunada wanted them to escape, but he couldn't like tell them to, or he would be punished or something, or all of them would be punished for letting the intruders or letting the people go, right? So he does have like some control, and he's not like completely bloodthirsty. So if he's already Chimmy pilled, if he can pill him on that his mom actually loves him, maybe he will be more reluctant, and maybe he'll just let himself get hanged. You know, end the game early.
死んだ夫も頭は良かったわ。でも
An intense nature's very interesting description of anyone.
息子はそれぞれ分けて継いでしまった。申し訳ないと思ってるのだけどね。どっちも賢く産んでやれなかったって。
Yasunada's still young, bro. He's literally a teen. This actually could just be a phase.
次男は難産で、私もあの子も死にかけたくらいだったから、その時にかけすぎた苦労があの子をああしたのかしら。
Karu-san was pretty talkative about this. I knew I was a stranger and she had to introduce Yasumizu to me, but this was a bit too much if you ask me. Hey, you're gonna be working here for like the rest of your life, or at least a long while. So, at least, you know, in her mind, so she's just opening up. That's the plan. Obviously, like, we know that that's not gonna happen, but I don't think it's that weird. That was probably a sign of just how helpless she felt right now. Maybe Takumi-san should just propose to her and lighten the Uribe's burden. Oh my god, it would be so based. I don't mind. Takumi marry Kairi, Nosato marry Ritato. Just have this unified front. And I swear, like, because if we had everyone, like, you know, in love, married, with us and the Helm, I feel like that would, and since we're Rikato's friend and Kaori's friend, they would naturally join our side, dude. It would be the beginning of a giant alliance, man. The reporters will probably be on our side, maybe. Especially if Hashimoto lives, since he's so sharp, he might, like, agree with some of our logic stuff. Like, I didn't see this going well, but I just don't think it will go well. I don't know how many like main routes there are like this, so it's kind of hard to guesstimate, but still, I don't know. I'm nervous. Marrying a widow with sons in the middle to high school was difficult, and I could only assume that was his main issue. Feeling a bit conflicted, I glanced at the cheap alarm clock on the TV. It was 3 p.m. Man, time is moving slow today. We've had like, what, 3-4 sessions on the same day? I mean, it's fine. I'm just getting fidgety. I know shit's about to go down. The squad. Look at the Mochi's back, dude. I was a Mochi enjoyer. I'm sad he died. But again, my theory for the Mochi and old man death is I think Yasunaga either told Mochi or Mochi figured out that Yasunaga was the wolf and decided to be like, okay, this is my homie. I'm gonna die anyways. I'm just gonna take out the old man and myself so we don't do the liching and then the crow won't get a verifiable like confirmation. So I think they killed each other instead of one of the people that were outside killed them. Which, I mean, you know, it's still technically possible because Yasunaga was one of the 4 people that technically could kill them. And maybe he did. Maybe he and Mochi did it together. But yeah. It would be very hard. I feel like you just have to convert Yasunaga, right? Because there's no way Haru will ever not just agree with Yasunaga and follow him because she's in love. Unless maybe the grandfather can talk some sense into her. And I think the same thing with Mochi. He literally said that he doesn't really care about anyone besides Yasunaga and Haru, right? So I feel like you... But how do you convert Yasunaga when he's a werewolf? I don't know. True. There, the high schoolers were back.
おかえりあなたたち。こちら急遽休みずに
I'm your new neighbor.
不妻子さんよ。
Let's be friendly.
よろしくね。
Come on, Haru. We both almost have the same name. Might as well be
珍しいで
friends.
すね。オリベ安永です。ここの息子さんだよね。話は金がね。
Oh, tell him how she complimented him and stuff. Start the bridge building early.
母さん何言ったのさ。
不肖の息子をよろしくって。
What?
まったく。あ、こっちが鴨志田近持ちで、こっちが牧島春です。
Mochi.
モッチーだ。
True.
リブミー命。
No. He's so weird. Yeah, nope. He's a weird little goofball. I like him though.
何あれ。イケメンってやつ。怖い。
Whoa, guys. What does that even mean? Juon boys? That's a Barakamon reference for any Barakamon enjoyers. God, that manga and anime were so peak.
多分休んの方がつらっと少年はいいよ。
Better face? Honestly, maybe. Better personality? Honestly, maybe. So, I don't know, maybe. Our personality is a little iffy. I do think our style is still pretty sick, though.
兄ちゃんなら勝てる？勝てる勝てる。
In what?
貴様に勝負を申し込む。
Oh, we're dueling.
待てい。僕が相手だ。
That's right. We got a role play here to get the Mochi bridge started. I mean, we kind of bonded with Mochi last arc too, or last route, just because we're both kind of weird.
よし、おしっこ我慢対決スタート。
Is that the challenge? I would lose, dude. I mean, I can hold my piss, but I'm not like great at it. But I can hold it. I can probably, like, if I need a piss, I can probably low-key hold it for like 2 hours. It would just be hard. I've done it. I've done holding at work, holding your bladder for a while. I guess that's a better way of saying it. It's just not pleasant though. Plus I'm like getting old now. I don't want to do that, man.
僕が絶賛我慢中だと見通していたとでも言うのか。
You cur.
実は僕もそろそろ限界だったんだ。
先に漏らした方が勝ちにしよう。
No. Don't do it.
乗った。いや乗らない。
早く行きなさいよ二人とも。
あらら。
We both had to forfeit. That's a good first interaction.
モッチーと気が合います
We'll
ね。
take it.
シッコマンの絆だな。
The bond of pissmen.
そうだな。いや違う。
改めて、こっちははるちゃんです。
よろしくお願いします。
Hey, now that we're not like, we didn't sleep at Chiemi's place, she doesn't immediately hate us because she thinks we're like a weird rival in the love game. So that's actually an advantage too. We'll take it.
よろしく。なかなか独創的
I like her fashion. I think I commented the first time we seen her. She's extremely dripped out, man. All the fucking accessories. Love the double hair. Like, look at this. This hair is crazy, bro. I don't know if I appreciate it. First off, hair this length, Kino. Little braid action here. Then just like just one singular fat braid. One singular highlight. It's going crazy. Big bow. Gucci belt. And bunny flask. That's a giant rabbit's foot, I think. Holy shit. Drip or drown. Flower bracelet. Double braceleting. Actually, no, that's just... Oh yeah, it's a double bracelet. Holy shit, man.
悪いですか？去年の暮れに梶原の100円ショップで揃えたんだけど。
Not sick. She attached the fucking thing with a paper clip. It's sick, man. I actually think that's actually some cool style there. I respect the drip. That was just sad that it was something I'd expect from an elementary schooler? What the heck? Haruti's a hater? I don't know, man. That's kind of disrespectful. I actually really like character designs. Like, it's not like the most important thing in like anime stuff, but I do like I like a good character design, man.
いや、いいと思うよ。これから仲良くやっていこう。
I was just lying. That's -1 point for Haruti.
兄ちゃん、
No
ナン
one.
パされた。怖い。
What? Okay, dude. What do you mean?
違うと思うな。
Man, Her-chan was distressful of me even without the misunderstandings regarding Chiemi and I. I think it's not as bad though, which is good. Perhaps there really were people you just couldn't get along with. How sad. You hate her drip too though. It's not just a one-way street.
本来は僕らがやるようなことを。すみません。
Hey, apparently we loved Luing bowls together.
いやいや、楽しかったし。
That's gonna be our life from
それに
now
ま
on.
だたっぷり残ってるしね。
We're the plate lure. The cup lure. So you had fun.
安田、そんなことはいいから早く予習復習をやりなさいな。
ああ、そうだね。寮に戻るよ。
I can see like I think Harry just wants like a really good life for him, but I can see like her constantly like encouraging him to study, like might give him the wrong impression. But again, he's just like he's smart, but he's just a teen, man. It's easy to make simple misunderstandings like this.
勝負はまただ。シッコマン。
I don't like being pissed, man. One bad thing about Mochi is his nickname sucked. What was the other one? He called us Hassan. That's just culturally insensitive.
それじゃあ失礼。
Not interested, Haru. The high schoolers left.
これでだいたい安水の全員に会われたのかしら。
We are still missing the old man who cried wolf. And we technically met Kanzo, but like it was barely a meeting. We just bumped into him, had like 2 sentences worth of dialogue, and then he just walked away. So I'd like to talk to him more.
そうですね。
There's one exception though.
で、すみません、生返事で。1、2、3。記者さん
Okay,
入
she's
れて14人と会ったかな。
he's probing for the old man. Smooth.
1人、2人。あら、 妻子さんを入れないなら15人いるはずね。
Suddenly, as if rehearsed, the final person appeared. I love me some good. Like when the universe just wants things to be funny and do funny timing stuff like this. Still looking weird, bro.
ちょうどよかった。夫妻子さん、こちら安水のおじいさんよ。
No one knew his name, did they?
こんにちは。
Like always, it was hard to tell whether he was listening or not.
今度こっちに住むことになりました。どうかよろしくお願いしま
He's
す。
just vibing, dude. He just looks high, man. He looks zooted. There it was, his shtick.
え、どうしました？
He beckoned me closer. I carefully brought my ear to his mouth. Spray bat. No bait. No, we baited you this time. The counter bait. Unlucky.
と、びっくりしたな。
Oh, we charted. Wit. Ooh. I thought there's... Maybe it doesn't matter. Also, you know, this might be a fat chapter. If the Yomi one was so fat. So I don't know if I feel like it might go down more though. Just since we're already here and we haven't even started feasting. I evaded the potential damage to my eardrums. Oh, he might be sus of you now. Or he liked it. I had no idea what he was thinking, but he was grinning. What if he just knew everything? He knew who all the wolves were, but he's just vibing because he can't communicate. He knows we're looping.
no.
ちょっと待ってくださいね。今おにぎりでもしますから。
Take a rice ball. This might have actually been the first time I saw him properly communicate with someone. He can speak? Once given the onigiri, he quickly munched it all up, leaving a big mess and just stayed it out. According to Kairi-san, he'd always been part of the whole Yasumizu package. He seemed to have something wrong with his head and tended to cause trouble here. Always a part, eh? Would it be wrong to assume he'd experienced something that made him go insane? That's actually a pretty decent assumption that I didn't really think about. Yeah, maybe he's just crazy because he actually did go through a wolf thing. At the very least, his catchphrase about wolves coming gave me that impression. He'd experienced the feast once, and the fear made the boy who cried wolf become the old man who cried wolf. Bro's been crying wolf all his life. Perhaps he'd even seen that thing? I'd love to hear what he had to say, but that seemed difficult.
これで全員かしら。
みたいですね。
I was glad to have heard so much from Kairi-san, but I would have liked to talk to the young ones more. Hold on, new prediction? Okay, what if we all join the feast? What if they don't switch up the roles, but they add one more wolf to balance the game? Because if you add 3 more people to the pool, then that's just kind of unfair for the wolves, right? Just technically, to win, they would have to have like 3 more nights of killing. Obviously, if they don't just manipulate shit to happen. Maybe like this, because they said there could be up to 3 wolves, but maybe there's only 2 because of the player count. Maybe it'll be 3 wolves this time. That could be exciting. That'd be spicy. Lock that one in for the predictions. We'll see. I mean, that'll be confirmed fairly soon. They kind of confirmed the number of wolves like fairly soon by looking at the rock thing. Chami too. Was it possible for me to forge a proper relationship with her starting tomorrow? It'll definitely not be as close, I think.
休憩にしましょう。夫妻子さんのおかげですごく早く片付いちゃった。助かり。
いえいえ。
After helping with the dinner prep, I was mostly done for the day, so I was free to take a breather. It was almost 5 p.m. I hadn't been keeping track of time on the previous loop, but the mist had to appear soon. Needless to say, I was slightly tense. It's a shame we didn't get as much prep as I wanted. Not having anything better to do, I went outside. I looked up at the sky. Looking orange. The evening sun bathed everything in a red hue. It's more orange than red. This was probably the last time I'd see the mountain in the distance. No, this time I would survive until the mist cleared. Then I would look at this with the one dear to me and leave this place for good. And he's talking about Mato. No, obviously it's Shami. Save Mato too, though, please. She's just chilling. She's just bawing around. As I gathered my resolve. Speak of the devil. There's Mato. Oh, this is the sign of the mist. Then we go check it out and then the mists come. Let's go. It's game time. I certainly heard the off-key singing voice. It was completely deflated the tension of the scene. Excuse me, it wasn't that. He's dissing. Why sneak this, bro? How off-key was that? Give me an instant replay. Okay, it is kind of off-key. But she's like 5 years old or something, man.
Oh.
No bully. It's the sign. We misting. I just see Mato running through the plaza. She clearly noticed me. Umetsu-san was right behind her. Close enough. That was my name.
Haruaki da yo.
I'm the happiest with this relationship. I feel like everyone's kind of wishy-washy. I feel like she would actually like trust us. I feel like we have a good, strong relationship. And maybe the journalists. I feel like the journalist bridge is built strong. To everyone else, though, it's a little crumbly or just non-existent.
まだまだ元気ですよ。
頼もしいです。夕飯前に少し下の原っぱを見に。
Should we even go? Is there like a point? Oh, just like last time, huh? I'd been busy fixing my bike here, so I hadn't even noticed them go down.
下に原っぱがあるんですか？
はい。本当を言えば墓地なんですが。
お墓ですか。何があるんです？ああ、そういえば植松さんの服装は仏教のものにちょっと似ていますね。もしかして供養もされてるとか。
はい。植松は葬儀の家でもありましたから。葬式仏教も混じっているかも。
So Mamiya-san was right. Bedroom women servants, wasn't it? Perhaps they projected not only dreams but also eternal sleep, the peace of the dead.
血筋が細くなって実務が行えなくなった後は身車様に。
Yeah, I was gonna say, because they described the Miduruma as the shrine people. So, they basically got demoted, man. That's unlucky.
それでも休みずに済むようになってからはその墓の供養はしている？
自分ではそのつもりです。
She knows the mists are coming, I feel like.
今は
何です？
ちょっと気になって。
Maybe. Maybe not. She looked toward the direction of Saranada then. Perhaps she could feel the coming of the mist with her skin? I heard that sensitive people could sense incoming weather changes by differences in pressure and humidity alone. Or it could just be Spidey, her supernatural Spidey senses, bro. I feel like it's fine to think things logically, but at least for like the clearly supernatural stuff, I don't think you can just accept it at this point.
何か起きるんです？
いえ、気のせいだと思います。
Umatsu-san leaned on the pillar supporting the well's roof. Apparently she decided against going to the field. We changed the future. Realizing this, Meito started playing around.
子供は元気ですね。
はい。サラナガから迷い込んだということで、皆怖がっていましたが、明るい子でよかったです。
どんな事情があったのでしょうね。
That is a mystery.
どこかの山で無理心中か何かを逃れてきたのかもしれませんね。
I mean, that's that's definitely a plausible theory, but a pretty dark one. Jesus, that seemed likely. Tatumi-san mentioned last time that lots of suicidal people gathered here.
しかし
I don't know if it's
どうして
likely,
上
but it is possible. I was about to ask why she was the one to take care of her, but then I remembered something. She took in the corruption. That was one of the roles she was expected to fulfill. It felt wrong to me, but I didn't know what I actually had a problem with. Meiko's parents, the locals who treated her like filth. I don't know if they treat her like filth. They don't like her, but some people are chill with her. Or perhaps the customs and superstitions that caused it.
くるりらひらひらひりらきりたあた
Let her cook. The Meiko remix, bro. Those are the intended lyrics for this song.
斬新な歌ですね。上富士吉でも放送で聞いたな。
I'd actually heard it here in the last soup, but whatever.
我らを生かすこの山、神内山の化身、神内明神様の教えを歌った古い歌です。神内山のお守りはひかがちふましらみからすよくも
Holy, she can sing. She began singing out of nowhere. Good voice. Such a like small voice person, soft spoken person.
いついつむちなもなれもてはしる
Who's the badger, though? Her clear voice vanished into the wind passing this empty plaza. However, I could hear it very well.
あやしよみびとけがらえり
And the song turned spooky at this point. The tone of the song suddenly changed. Yeah, it's just spooky now.
あやしよみびとなきにせん
Her singing now brought out feelings of unease.
つくれやひ
Now we're back to
た
chilling,
きにひ
even though the lyrics are morbid.
り
What?
立った
Spooky. An ice cold voice cut her off. I looked at the source and a chill went down my spine. She just seen things? It was Chimmy covered in the red of the evening, as well as the red of blood. Her whole body was covered in blood.
お疲れ様です
Oh, it's just her job. Oh yeah, she's a hunter, right? Because she knew how to use the gun?
疲れました
I thought it was just having PTSD. Huh?
芹沢さん、それどうしたの？
ああこりゃ失礼しましたいきなりだったらビビるよね
I'd be scared, honestly. She gave me a broad grin.
獅子の解体をされてたのか
She's the butcher.
当たりです朝に肝臓じいちゃんが仕留めたのが大物でね筋やら骨やらごっついのなんの
Oh yeah, Takumi-san had told her to help Kanzo-san.
すごいですね。芹沢さん、解体なんかできるんですか？
まあ慣れですよ慣れ
っていうか、その普段着が血まみれでいいんですか？
Don't wear like an apron or something? I feel like that would be
飛ぶ気は
normal.
なかったんだけど、ちょっと手が滑っちゃって。まあ全く同じ着替え持ってきてるからいいんですけどね。
She laughed and it made her look even scarier.
というか、知恵みでいいですよ。敬語とかもいらないです。
Oh, a rival has appeared, right, Rikato?
今のリカコさん？
Wait, you've never heard her make that noise before?
いえ。
And nope, it wasn't me. It was the wind. It clearly was.
じゃあちえみちゃん
Jimmy doesn't really like Rikato though, from what I remember last route.
タメ語で結構
あ、本当ですか？じゃあ春明さん、ご飯の時にでも身の上話とか聞きたいな。
Incoming Rikato noise right now?
おー。
I know her, man. The Rikato stats are going up. I already liked her, but she's been growing on me a lot, man. I like her more. Invite Rikato, at least.
ちなみに
Although I guess it's not
もし
really
か
a
して
date.
今晩は獅子肉のご商売に預かれるのかな？
もちろん、今日はごちそうだ。
やったぜ楽しみですね植松さん。
り
She gonna say, please tell me Rikato.
リカコとお呼びくださ
Can
い。
read her like a book. And that's fun.
リカコさん
What kind of response was that?
なんでしょう。春
We gotta protect her this route, guys. I don't want her to go crazy anymore. I wonder how they even killed her in the last route when we died. Because they still had to kill her to win the game, right? Unless she just encounters a villager if she's just a Yomi Bito. Aruhara.
春明様。
Sama, huh? She was about to call me by some weird name, but she somehow managed to actually get my real one right. Probably that she called out to me, but didn't actually have anything to say. Oh boy. Oh, and what's your problem, Chiemi-san? It's not smooth sailing like last one, man. When we had a clear relationship thing going on.
春明さん、よかったら獅子の解体見学しに来ない？でっかい狩猟ナイフでブッシュブッシュ肉を立つよ。
Splosh, splosh. Well, that kind of invitation would have weirded out anyone normal, but me, I was actually intrigued.
春明様、
はい。
あちらへ行きませんか？
You wanna come?
どちらへ？
墓場へ。
Oh no, dude. An invitation even freakier than the previous one. It felt like she'd take me straight to the land of the dead. But that was interesting in its own way.
リカコさん、あんな原っぱで何するつもりですか？芹沢様こそ血の宴などけったいな。いくら休みずの務めとはいえ、血は汚れにつながるのですよ。
Actually, rivalry
リカコ
going
さん
on.
こそエッチいことはバッチいことですよ。
Calling her lewd?
何をご想像されてるの？別に私はそのようなことは。んなこと言ってリカコさん結構
What
む
the
っつりっぽいからな。
Chill, man.
そんな
It's kind of rude.
大丈夫。男子はみんなエッチなお姉さんが大好きだから。
She's beaming.
でも残念。エロパワーでもちえみさんはリカコさんを超えるから。
We're erotic, lewd power scaling right now.
そんなずるいです。
No fair.
君ら何言ってるんですか？
さゆきさん、持って持って。
Yes, Mako. You'll learn one day.
なんだって
What's with that face?
ねえこ、一体何を？ レミもらっちゃおっかな。
そんなうまい話が。
Oh.
割と好みですよ。春明さんがこっち住むなら里帰りする楽しみ
I don't know, man. They didn't give us the choice. It would be a hard choice, honestly. As much as I like Ritato right now, can we really do that to our boy Nosato, man? I'd be happy if Nosato got Ritato by the end of this. So I don't know. So I had a chance with Shimi in this route too, huh? He knows. He's calling it by the route.
芹沢さんがいない間チャンスだらけ。
Oh my god, she's so forward. It's crazy.
なんとそれはまずい。
Nosato! Nosato! And with Ritato-san too.
メイコちゃん、かけっこしようぜ。
Oh shit, we're running away? Based? I ran around with her like I was a kid her own age. Okay. No choice. But whatever we choose, we also have to protect Meito. I won't budge on that. As much as I enjoyed them having a cat fight over me, I knew that we were almost out of time. What are you doing, just playing with Meito? This time... We gotta end here, though. I feel like this is a perfect time, because now all the fun stuff is over, alright? This was just fun. Now it's just gonna be spooky and depressing, so... We're not in a bad position, though. Ritato lights us, Shami lights us, which means they will probably be on our side. I low-key feel like the Ritato bridge is a little stronger, just because we've had more time with her, though. Meito will probably follow Ritato, so that's another ally. Kairi kinda lights us, so that should help with the Takumi bridge. Though Takumi might get jealous, but we just gotta convince him. That's not for us. I'm really, like, the one flaw in our bridge building, I really, really wish we had more time with Kanzo. Especially if he is the spider. But we'll take what we can get. And the journalist bridge, that one's pretty strong too. So we prepped as much as we can. Let's see what happens. Will the journalists live? That's a big question too, that we'll probably find out next episode. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you next time on some more Raging Loop.